game that Rangers have had in the last 5 minutes. McBride. Craig. Arfield. The second goal for Falkirk just before half-time would really put the cat amongst the proverbial pigeons. Broadfoot tries to bring it forward. Here's Neil McCann. Scobie. Really poor toucher of him. Now Ferguson. Papach. Miller. Going himself. He got over the initial challenge from Darren Barr. Broadfoot. Mendes. Davis. Mendes will be the first to pick it up, and it falls for Ferguson. Fleck. He's done well to get it in for Kirk Broadfoot, who sets it up for Mendes. Papach. And Alejnik forced to tip it away for a corner. In fact, he just kept it in. Sasa Papach with the effort. He's a very rare goal scorer for Rangers. As the first half has gone on, it's been constant Rangers pressure. The last 10-15 minutes has been complete one-way traffic. Ferguson. Davy Weir pushing forward to join the attack now. Broadfoot. That's too close to the goalkeeper. Bagheera. Mendes. Miller. Ferguson. Papach. That's dreadful. Well, Rangers have had 3 decent penalty claims in the last 10 minutes or so. This was the most recent, as Miller shaping up for the overhead. Doesn't seem to be too much in that. Ferguson, victim of a challenge by McCann. Could have had a penalty given for that, but this is the one that seemed to be most clear-cut. I think Chris Boyd saw that Alejnik was coming. Decided he was going to wait for contact and then go to ground when the contact came. Nevertheless, Willie Collum has looked at them all and given none of them. Papach. Boyd. He's given this one though. Chris Boyd going to ground at the 4th time of asking. Rangers have a penalty in the closing seconds of the first half. Papach playing it forward towards Boyd. And he went down under a something or nothing challenge, really. It's Darren Barr that's in there behind him. Possibly a hand in the back, but there doesn't seem to be too much wrong with it. The yellow card is shown by the referee, I think to Lee Bullen, and that's for dissent. But the upshot is, although it may well be a soft penalty that's been given, Chris Boyd has the opportunity to get Rangers level with almost the last kick of the first half. A penalty that he's won himself. He's dispatched it for his 21st goal of the season. The celebration speaks volumes. Chris Boyd still at Ibrox, still scoring goals, and Rangers were going level at half-time. Dispatched with his usual efficiency. Brute force from Boyd. He's turned down the move to Birmingham. Lazio may be interested, but while he remains a Rangers man, he remains very much the man that opposition defences have to deal with. Willie Collum gets the second half underway. He'll be hoping that it's less eventful from a personal perspective than the first half was. He eventually gave a penalty for a push by Craig on Boyd, having turned down two seemingly better penalty shouts beforehand. Falkirk certainly taking the game to Rangers more in the opening exchange of the second half than they did for the last 25 minutes of the first half. And they have won their first corner of the game inside the opening 60 seconds of the second period. Stephen Presley makes his way forward in towards the congested near post area, and the flick on took it over Lee Bullen's head. Fleck. Papach. Helped on by Boyd, and Miller will chase after it. That was just the clip of the ankles on Dean Holden. Helped on by Lovell for Arfield. Now Craig in for Arfield. McBride. Curving the ball, took it into the path of Davis, who will try and release Chris Boyd here. Papach. Now Fleck. And still John Fleck. Well, he has caught the eye, more than happy to take players on, and he's got the sweetest of right feet. Couldn't get the power in it to beat Robert Olejnik that time. Newsom downstairs, incidentally. Jackie McNamara came off at half-time because of a calf injury. As Ferguson plays Chris Boyd in, but he's offside. Assistant referee, the man that gave it. Very difficult decision, particularly when the ball travels that distance to find a player. You can excuse the referee's assistance for getting those very marginal ones wrong. Here's Ferguson. Broadfoot. I think Cruyff is still safe that he will have his particular name on that turn for a while, rather than Kurt Broadfoot. Now Lovell is onside here. McGregor, brave and vindicated, particularly when Arfield misses the target. Well, that's one of those where the goalkeeper's heart will be in his mouth. He knows that he has to come out and make the challenge. He has to win it. because had he failed to do so, he would surely have been sent off. And that was the archetypal example of exactly how a goalkeeper should deal with a non-rushing striker. Foul on Chris Boyd. Weir. Here's Papach. Fleck trying to roll it down the side of Dean Holden, who is a left back by trade, but playing on the right-hand side in the absence of McNamara for this second half. Nice turn by Mendes. Ferguson tried to set it up for Mendes, who was hurt by Craig's challenge. It's a red card. Pat Craig sent off. Straight red for the foul on Pedro Mendes. And the man who gave away the penalty at the end of the first half wasn't happy with that decision, and he's not happy with the red card either. And he caught the ball. He did catch Pedro Mendes. I think it was, well, I don't know, awkward rather than a challenge of real malicious intent. Pedro Mendes is okay. He's back on his feet. And not only do Rangers now have a numerical advantage, but they have this free kick. Hit by Boyd. It whistled past the top right-hand corner. Harfield did well. He came out of the wall very quickly. And that meant that Boyd had to hurry his effort. Water-Smith downstairs. Change of tactics now that Rangers find themselves up against 10. And Pedro Mendes is okay. He's back on the field. Rangers back to their full complement of 11. Here's Davis for Miller. Back in from Davis. Too high for Boyd. Holden concedes the corner. Magic Bagheera's made his way forward. Corner's taken short. Ferguson. And it was wasted in the end. And the supporters, we've had a trying week, I think it's fair to say. Having a trying afternoon as well, but their side with 43 minutes against 10 men. Cam misses the opportunity. His only SPL goal came against Hearts after 3 minutes of his debut. 25 goals in his 5 years here at Ibrox. Here's Ferguson. Weir. Now Papach. Good run by Mendes. Fleck. And he's done well. His contribution certainly one of the positives for Rangers this afternoon. It's McBride. Closed down quickly by Papach. Holden can get it away. And Lovell might find himself even more isolated in this second half now. He went to ground under a challenge from Weir. Pull of the shirt perhaps. The Englishman doesn't get what he feels he deserved. Here's Davis. Well, Steve Level had made the run forward, and perhaps a little bit of a shirt tug there. And the right hand came across Lovell's shoulder. Doesn't appear to be too much in it, in all honesty. Weir, using his vast experience. He knows all the tricks, Davy Weir. And he wasn't going to be fooled by one there. And it's Ferguson. Forward from Davis, away by Scobie. Can trying to turn, but he didn't take the ball with him. Now Bagheera. And still the big Algerian strides forward. His shot eventually was blocked. Holden coming into a central position to help clear. Miller. Too much on the return ball for Boyd, but that was better from Rangers. Miller putting the pressure on the Austrian. Just got it away in time. Ferguson now for Papac. We want to get it onto his left foot for a shot. And still he goes, Sasa Papac. Boy, more penalty appeals. Referee says he played the ball. Papac. Now Arfield. Lee Bullock. Ferguson. Bagheera. Well, Bagheera's done brilliantly. Really good, strong run. The cross wasn't as good. Well, with a numerical advantage, it's given the licence for all the defenders to push forward, but imagine Bagheera, I think, saw the headlines writ large there. Boyd or Miller in the centre might have been a better option for him. Constant Rangers pressure. Papac for Ferguson, Mendes. Falkirk have just dropped Arfield into the midfield to a more deep lying role now that Craig has been sent off. At this stage of the season for Rangers, it doesn't matter how they get the points. All that matters is that it's all three. Gap will close to 2 points ahead of a difficult-looking game for Celtic tomorrow against an Aberdeen side who've won their last 5 matches at home. There's a lovely ball by Papac. Now Mendes. Boyd was in the centre, but so too any number of Falkirk defenders. And Presley puts it out of play for a corner. Weir's made his way forward here. It bypasses him. Back out for Mendes. Oh, he's turned past Arfield beautifully. Chip towards the back post. Looking for Chris Boyd. There you go, and you find Robert Alejnik. Great play by Pedro Mendes. Saw that Boyd was his best target, and he couldn't find him. Scobie. Lovell. Arfield had the shot blocked by Sasa Papac, and it'll fall for Davis. Broadfoot. Ferguson. Mendes helps it on for Papac. Falkirk still defending resolutely. Here's Fleck. He goes around the outside of Holden. It's a good ball in. Boyd unable to take the chance, but John Fleck showing that he can hit quality deliveries in with either foot. Took on Dean Holden on the outside. Beautiful shape on the left-footed cross, but Boyd couldn't make the most of the opportunity to head in his and Rangers' second. Just 17 years old. They've been very excited about him in these parts for a long, long time. John Fleck was playing under 16 football for Scotland when he was just 13 years old. And it looks as though the wait will be justified. Papac. Again, Boyd's the target, down towards Davis, but there was a push by Boyd as he went up for it. Climbing at the far post, there was just a little use of the arm as he climbed above Scobie. Very interesting to see what John Hughes makes of it after the game. I'm sure that he will be irate about the red card, but nevertheless, if it ends this way, 1-1, that will be a heck of a result for a side who've only picked up 2 points in the last 7 SPL games, with draws at home to Hibernian and Kilmarnock. They've lost their last 3 on the road, but all by a single goal. They've come close on several occasions at Falkirk over the last few weeks, but it just hasn't quite gone their way, and today I suppose the same way for them. Papac, Mendes outside him, and the deflection will give Rangers call number 6. And McBride's okay, just took a slight knock, but he's back on his feet quickly without the need for treatment. Still not right though. Mendes with the corner. And Miller's pulled up there. Back in again from Mendes. Little flick header might break for Bagheera in there. Rangers just unable to walk the ball home. It was Davy Weir in the end who had half chance. Well, Kenny Miller was going for the ball, just seemed to pull up the moment, whether it was a slight tight hamstring or something. Thanks for a corner fall on deaf ears, but the last thing that Rangers need is an injury to Kenny Miller. Just keeping your eye on him. He makes a run in towards the near post here, and then just seemed to pull up a little bit awkwardly. Hopefully, it's just a question of having had his foot trodden on or something like that, rather than a muscular strain, which would be much more serious. Here's Bagheera. Fleck's done brilliantly to get away from Arfield. Saw the run of Miller. McBride. McCann. And the free kick goes to Falkirk. Scobie. Now McCann. Rare Falkirk attack here. Lovell had found himself a little bit of space in the centre. Ben's unable to get the ball across to him, and it would give Rangers plenty of space with which to construct this counter-attack of their own. Here's Fleck. Miller's outside him. Kenny Miller stayed onside. In the end, all he could do was toe poke it across. And the home crowd are getting frustrated now at the lack of concrete opportunities that Rangers are creating. Well, these two sides will meet again in the Co-op Insurance Cup semi-final in 10 days' time. Well, the referees will be hoping it's not as controversial as this. Crowd calling for the introduction of Nacho Novo as we reach the midway stage of the second half. Papac for Mendes. Ferguson. Davis had the time to turn. This is Kenny Miller. Fleck. Corner. In comes Mendes, corner. That's a nice take. Deep across this time, but the wind has swung it in! And Lejnik in the end, with a strong hand to it to deny Kirk Broadfoot. And just denied there by Robert Lejnik. Rangers' fifth corner of the second half. Chris Boyd is the target. Bullen can head clear. Weir. Arfield beat him, but couldn't beat Mendes. Papac. Away by Bullen. Davis. Holden. He's done well to get the return ball, and all of a sudden it's 3 against 2 for Falkirk as Holden rolls it in. The offside flag stays down. He's got Lovell, who has 3 in the centre now. The momentum's gone out of the counter-attack. Bullen. McBride. Bullen finding himself as a right winger for a moment, but his cross is easily dealt with by Kirk Broadfoot. Back out for McCann. And Scobie can't keep it in. Well, Falkirk are going to make the first change. And it's Michael Stewart who's going to come on to replace Steve Lovell. Mark Stewart, who scored his first and only SPL goal at Inverness, but did have a prolific loan spell at Stranraer in the 3rd division. And he will come on for another substitute appearance to replace the man who scored Falkirk's goal. Mark Stewart on as a straight swap, he'll go through the middle. Question of fresh legs, really. Fleck driving forward. Arfield's challenge was outside the area, but will result in the free kick and a yellow card as well. Yellow card for Scott Arfield. And it's Kenny Miller who's coming off. Nacho Novo on to replace him. And to a wonderful ovation as always. He came off the bench to score against St Johnstone on Tuesday. Can he do likewise today? Mendes with the delivery, round the back, the header at the far post was a disappointing one from Bagheera. Goes without saying, this could end up being a crucial 20 minutes of their season. Bullen's header away. Throw to Rangers. Pedro Mendes. Broadfoot. Bagheera. And now Broadfoot's. Well, he was the finish of a man who's only scored once in 60 games for his club. Still plenty of time for Walter Smith. Surely it's not engaged. Stewart, first chance for him to shine since coming on. Davis. Advantage play by the referee. Here's Novo. He's turned it on for Fleck, who goes down right on the edge of the penalty area. And it's a free kick given away by Barr. Contact appeared to be minimal. The goalkeeper known as the Beast, with a difficult position now facing it. Lovely delivery, but not quite got the elevation that he wanted. Sasa Papac, Lechnik might just have been beaten had that been underneath the bar. Here's Papac. Fleck. Boyd's in the centre. Cross was just too deep for him, but Broadfoot will keep it alive for Rangers. Boyd waiting again. And stabbed away by Bullen. That could have gone anywhere, including straight to the feet of Nacho Novo. He's got away with it. It's another Rangers corner. And once more, Fleck is the most potent line of supply for Rangers on this his full debut. Rangers' 10th corner. Punched away by Alejnik. Bounce a little bit awkward for Davis. He did well to deal with it. In from Mendes. Bagheera went for the flying near post header. And Falkirk can break with Stewart, who's fouled by Papac. And it's a red card. Sasa Papac is sent off. It has to be said, it's another mystifying decision. Mark Stewart breaking quickly. Now, if the referee's decided that Papac is the last man, he can only produce a red card there for two things. One is serious foul play, which that didn't seem to be, and the other is denying a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity. And he was 65 yards from goal, with players coming back. But a red card is the verdict, and numerically, it's dead level again. A goal apiece, a man off apiece. Here's Mendes. Well, what was significant, when the red card was shown to Sasa Papac, Brian Rice, in the Falkirk technical area, looked across at the Rangers dugout and he shook his head. I don't think even Falkirk could believe that that was deemed to be a sending off offence. Here's Nova. Boyd's in the centre and scores! Chris Boyd, yet again, finds himself in the right place at the right time. It hasn't been a convincing Rangers performance, but having failed to break through when they had a numerical advantage, they find themselves back ahead with a goal that is absolutely crucial for their season. Ledgic carrying it straight out for Chris Boyd, whose 22nd goal of the season is so significant. How the blue half of Glasgow is glad that he isn't earning his trade. How the blue half of Glasgow is glad that he isn't now earning his money in the blue half of Birmingham. 10 minutes from time, Boyd strikes again to take his recent record to 17 goals. To take his recent record to 18 goals in 16 games. Well, it's a different match now. 2-1 Rangers lead. Well, they got the advantage. Falkirk may as well go for it here. Here's Broadfoot. The relief around Ibrox is so tangible. And perhaps underlines even more the hole that Rangers would have if Boyd were to leave. But of course every player does have his value. '93 goals he's now scored for Rangers in 131 games. And that tap-in was the 160th goal of his career. Which isn't bad for a 25-year-old. Here's Novo, the substitute who did so much to create the goal. Ferguson. Mendes. Now Broadfoot into a shooting position. Michael Higden's going to come on for Falkirk shortly. Novo's doing well to win it back and has won the free kick. Well, this will be the band's final change. Michael Higden poised to come on, and I think he will play up front alongside Mark Stewart just to try and chase the game. Stephen Whittaker likewise is going to be on for Rangers. It may well be Presley who makes way for Falkirk. Here's Davis. So here's the first change, and it is Presley who will make way. And Higdon coming on to replace him. Well, I don't think it's going to be a win bonus on his return to the SPL, but Stephen Presley, by his mere presence in that Falkirk back five, really did a job today. Higdon coming on, play alongside Stewart. And it's Rangers' 2-goal hero Chris Boyd who leaves the field as the potential match winner.